Well, hello everyone, and I hope you're having a great day so far. This is Sunday, January 26th. I know I've been away from doing recordings. I've been busy with my daughter. She had a college tour, so it took up my time on, I think, Thursday. And then Friday I had something else going on. But I was able to get a trade in, not on XRP, but because things were falling. Um, but on, I keep a list of of coins over time, and so when I come across an opportunity, if a trade, if a coin that I have been trading on is falling, and I don't want to do a short, I look through my list to see is there any other opportunities. And I did see one with Art Block. The ticker symbol is ABTUSD. It is on Coinbase. And the opportunity, which was on Thursday, and I was doing this while I was juggling with her tour. Um, and she actually was helping me as we were. She was helping me, like I was driving, and I was teaching her how to go through the chart and tell me where set alerts and tell me when the alert goes off, what price are we at? So, and you know, are we touching that little green, um or have we bounced off of that or whatever? So, the trade um actually it was on our way back. And so, you see right here. So I was able to come in. I saw it had touched this green support area. I marked it in green. And then I wanted to see, is it going to bounce and make a higher low or a double bottom? It made a higher low. And so I was able to get in and get about 17.3%, which um, which allow us to update the spreadsheet. And so that was on the 25th right here. So we're here for right now. We're still on target because if we go to April, right, we're still hitting in that range that we want to be in, to get us above the annual of, right, so 4184, which is annualized at $100,000, right? So I've been keeping a check on this particular coin as well, and just setting up alerts. But let's look at also XRP, because XRP look like it's about to go make a decision as if it's going to go break out of this going up or break out of this going down. Let's go into there. So, just to explain some things, so I make this blue lower parallel. It's basically, if you look at it, it's like a parallel line for the whole chart, right? A lower parallel line for the whole chart. And then this pink upper parallel for the whole chart as well, right? So that kind of, I did those colors so that when I'm in my lower time frames, I know if we're coming out of that, we are really headed down, right? Um, this gray one is like right where we are right now. It's just a lower parallel, um, more lower time frame. So trend line. So right now we're in between the 61% and the 50%. So we've made it above the 50%. So I'm setting an alert a little bit above, and to see if we're gonna break out of that. If I don't hear alert go off on that, then I know we're either still in the same spot or we have broke lower. Um, and so that is for. But if we were to break a little bit out of here, my target would be um, either right here, or you could even break it up into here to here to see if we can get to right here. Or if you're really confident, just stay in there and let it pass by where where the price is going, and then put stops up under after it's passed, especially as it gets closer and closer to rejection area. That's the strategy or the method I typically like to use, so that I don't confuse myself. So let's look at what it looks like on the 15-minute, right? So what I could do to cause less confusion is just maybe like on the hourly chart, put the blue and above, and then so that when I get to my 15-minute and 5-minute, I don't really see that. Because I know if it gets below this, I'm getting into my blue area. Then that would trigger me to go to my higher time frame. And basically that's it. That's all I need to do is just I would not jump in until I mean, you could have jumped in because you are making higher lows. I'm just not. I just need a little bit more confirmation to get out of this lower parallel. Um, and then if I look at Bitcoin, because I did have somebody make a comment about Bitcoin, let's go to the higher time frame. I don't know if I've updated this chart or not. I think I need to update it. Let me get rid of this since I have the upper parallel. So we are in a rejection area. I can get rid of this. And if I want to know a little bit where was happening, I create that lower parallel. It's like we have come out of that, so we could be headed downward, but I still have my horizontal line as my alert to see if we were to break out of that, because it fell out of here, out of this parallel, doesn't mean that it can't go back up, but it gives me the indication that it's probably headed down. I don't know how far down is it gonna go, but I would not be buying Bitcoin at this point. I will wait to see. I always like to buy at a support level, never at a resistance, even if it were to come out of here. I cannot say that enough, but people are still going to do. For some reason, people have been wired that when they see things going up, they go into fear mode of fear of missing out. So they jump in, and then the thing goes against them just as soon as they jump in. So but for some reason, when they're down here where there is support, where things have created support, right? they won't go in there because they fear it's going to go drop further, when that actually is a better spot, because if you really wanted to, you could create a stop at a tighter level to the price that you enter in, and not, if you did lose anything, it would be bare minimum versus going in at a rejection area and you lose a lot. So that's the reason why I have that rule for myself. um I'm gonna see. So we have this, excuse me, this right here. I don't know if you can see it. It keeps, okay, this pink horizontal block, it was serving as resistance. It bypassed there. So I'm wondering if it's going to try to make its way to see if it's going to become a support, right? Um, so if it were to come out of here and come down, the next levels of support is right here, and then here, right? Which was the original rejection area. So that's what I would be looking at to see how far it goes. If it were to come out of that parallel that minor lower parallel trend line, is it trying to bounce to here, or is it trying to bounce to here? Which would be, I I would like to see it bounce to here, which would align with here, or of course it can go the opposite direction. But that's what alerts are for. But that doesn't mean that just because it goes the opposite direction, that's the time to buy. That's the time to wait for it to make its move, and what goes up must come down, and let it come back down. Then you can decide whether you want to buy or not, maybe for a quick short trade, or a trade that you want to get in and get out. Um, but that's the way I would handle that. Um, and that's pretty much it. So it's really not a lot of work. It's not a lot of to record, and that's it. We don't have to make this more complicated than what it is. And I like to keep it like that. So it's just a matter of, once you set your charts up, I can't say this enough. Only thing you have to do now, if you want to have a little bit more confirmation, you could do maybe a minor fib to this bottom, from this bottom to this top right here. Um, to see where you are when it comes there, and then maybe set alerts below each level. That would be the only other thing I would really add to this. But right now, it would be just a time of just wait and just be patient, and wait for a good setup and then enter. So that is my basically my Sunday setup. Let me look at Solana real quick. Okay, so it has come out of this trend line that I created. I don't know when I created it. It might have been on Friday. So the next support level is right here, which is between 233 and 229. And just see what it did. I would set alerts maybe below this low, or you can even do it below this low, or you can do it right above here, and maybe set one above the last high, which is above these candles right here. So, and that will be it. But I would not be buying it right here. I would wait for it to hit some type of support and see if it can bounce off of that support and not fall through. And that's it. That's all you need to do. All right, so that will do it. This is pretty quick and straight to the point, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend, and let's see what happens on Monday.